NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And we are underway from Pittsburgh. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. He'll get this up to about the 44.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6. A quick throw there out to Williams. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. To throw is Wilson. Pass complete, George Pickens with it. And he will have a Steelers first down. He needed 5, he got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. A beautiful fake. Fighting through, and he's got space. There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Calvin Austin, 50 yards. And the Steelers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Wilson going to throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
If we had $1 for every time we heard a team talk about explosive plays and how valuable they are, we probably wouldn't have to work very much. And we just saw a big one there. And then they tried to go explosive again, going for 2.
Yeah, is that a little too risky, you think? Just kick the extra point?
You know, I'm all about getting points, and if I feel good about my kicker, I go ahead and do that. But with that ball at the 2-yard line, going for 2, I think it's awfully tempting for teams nowadays.
Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10, right at the 30. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
And the Steeler pressured too much here. He's going down. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack. Now they'll work with 4 receivers here on 3rd down and long. Love. Powering forward. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Love now. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 receivers now. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Second down and 4. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 33. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's a gain of 35. The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Packers have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Wilson. Under pressure, and down he goes. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. Second down and a little more than a yard here. On the give, this is Harris. He's still barreling through. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris, 45 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And that CD, one heck of a run. He just refused to go down.
And that's where determination comes in because he had at least a couple of guys had really good shots at him, but he just said, I don't think so. Speed, power, elusiveness, all on display right there. Look like you, partner, back during your salad days in Evansville.
They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to 8. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get them to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. They'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Tackled that time by Joey Porter Jr. Now 2nd and 5. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. Flushed out right. Still going inside the 20, pushing his way through. Trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Jacobs is going backwards here, all the way back to the 5-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Now a give, running left is Wilson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Love looking to throw it. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. That's Cameron Hayward who got in there to take him down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Here's Love. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, Charles certainly circled that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said give me the analytics. And the analytics said go for it. Didn't work out.
Setting up the screen, Harris. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. They'll try the right side with Harris. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 70 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, You can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That's caught. It's Austin left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
They hand this off to Harris, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Wilson. Got his man. It's Warren. That'll give them 8 that time, and now it's 3rd and 4. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Wilson. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
He has it complete to Christian Watson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff, and the first drive of the 2nd half will commence from the 30-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline. Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the 1st half, and that trend is continuing here.
Working out of the gun, Love. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Love to throw for it on 4th. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. Now Wilson. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Kenny Clark, his 2nd sack of the night. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the 3rd quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get him going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the 2nd half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
He finds his man complete. It's Warren.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
3rd down and 10. Now it's Wilson. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Now Love. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Throwing. Love. He finds his receiver, Watson. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. To throw now. Here's Love. And he loses the football a 2nd time. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Play fake. Here's Love. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. To pass, here's Jordan Love. That's taken in by Watson. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And complete once again to Watson. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a 1st. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Great stop by Devontae Wyatt, breaking through the line and stopping it cold. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Wilson to throw. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Breaks through the contact. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jalen Warren, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index, because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Wilson going to throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.